Yeah, thanks very much. Give another round of applause for these kids. They've been through a lot for the last 48 hours. And they're really sounding excellent. It's a privilege for me to be here and get to work with these really talented individuals. And, I want to thank all the parents out there. You're a huge part of this for supporting your children in the arts. And, it's like, that we're always as teachers, we're always advocating for the arts. And it really goes back to you guys. You guys are the ones who really allow it to happen. And we need your support desperately in these days. So thank you so much for giving these kids the opportunity to do this. So what you just heard from them was a song called Game Plan. And that's a Sammy Nestico chart. Sammy Nestico was an arranger for the Count Basie Band. And he wrote all these wonderful arrangements, and they just really focus around simple swing. And man, these kids are just swinging their butts off. So, I did want to recognize Gavin Rock on piano and Ian Johnson on tenor sax. They both had solos. Yeah, and we're going to continue, and I don't believe this is on your program. We have another song from this arrangement that's in your program, but we're going to continue with a chart entitled Emotionless Funk. And this is by an arranger, Jacob Mann. He's a younger arranger out in the Los Angeles area. And he tends to write kind of, I don't know if you'd call them TikTok or YouTube-oriented jazz pieces, but they're kind of tongue-in-cheek jazz pieces. And why is this called Emotionless Funk? Well, you'll hear when we play it, it's very downbeat heavy. It's really on the beat. Most funk is very syncopated. So this is like funk without the syncopation. But I think it's very enjoyable at the same time. And this is going to feature our bass player, Nels Rogers, as well as E.B. Braun on guitar. So enjoy. So we're going to continue with a song entitled Plunger Mute Syndrome. And you're going to hear from a lot of people on this. This is a blues. We opened it up so we feature a lot of kids in the band. You're going to hear from Caleb Ratcliffe on trumpet, Ian Johnson on tenor, Foster Thompson and Carter Sosby on trombone, Gabby Regalado on alto, and Ben Goy on trombone. So before we get into this song, Plunger Mute Syndrome, I'll tell you a little bit about the song. The song was composed by John Clayton. John Clayton was a mentor of mine when I lived out in Los Angeles. He's an incredible bass player. He's a bass player that used to play with the Count Basie Band. And he's done all this arranging. He's written all these wonderful tunes. He's got his own big band called the Clayton Hamilton Jazz Orchestra. And they're incredible. If you ever want to hear a swinging big band, go listen to them. But what I wanted to say is, I don't mean to be a downer or anything, but John, he lives in Altadena, and Altadena, if you've been watching the news lately, the Eaton fire has just tore up the whole community. And John, I found out last week, has lost his entire house. He lost all his basses that were in the house, and yes, he's homeless now. And if you want to help out, there is a GoFundMe campaign for John, as well as like many other musicians in the Los Angeles area. So it's been a devastating time for a lot of musicians, because that, not that Los Angeles was affordable, but Altadena was one of the more affordable enclaves in Los Angeles, and a lot of people have lost their homes there. So, if you feel like donating, go to look for John Clayton on his GoFundMe campaign. But anyways, we're going to play this song written by John Clayton called The Plunger Mute Syndrome, and I hope you enjoy it. We're going to continue with kind of a, this one always makes me feel like I'm hopping into a jacuzzi. It's called Dreamsville. It's a very nice, low-key, relaxed piece by Henry Mancini. It's a ballad. So this one's going to feature, does it feature anybody? Oh yeah. Gabby Regalado has a little bit on this, so. Cool. So enjoy. This is Dreamsville. We've got two more for you. This next one, kind of like Jarrell was saying from the first group, I always consider these Jacob Band parts to be palate cleansers. And so this is a short one entitled The Telemarketer. And it is about what you think it's about. And this is going to feature Evie Braun on guitar, Scotty Byington on trumpet, Diego Manrique on trumpet, and Caleb Radcliffe. So we're going to close out the set with A Night in Tunisia. A Night in Tunisia, famous jazz standard by Dizzy Gillespie. And this one's going to feature, who's it going to feature? Nick Pettit on bass, Jonathan Latanga on tenor, Ian Johnson on tenor, Miranda Wagner on trumpet, and Landon Geringer on trumpet. Before before we play this, I do want to thank very much Michael Payne of District 7 for asking me to do this, and I want to thank all the band directors in District 7 for all their hard work they put in with these kids. Like, there's some great jazz programs in District 7. I've done KMEA jazz assessments, and they always bring the big guns to the festivals, and so we need your support into those programs and give these gifted professionals, these gifted directors, the support they need in those programs. So I want to thank them again for all the hard work they put in. Thanks for having me, Michael, and again, this is going to be a night in Tunisia.